Genshin Impact has a complicated relationship with food. Anime is regarded affectionately by so many communities for its stunning visuals. Often these are landscapes, but just as common is food. I mean, at this point, it's no secret that anime food has weebs trying food they would have never tried if it weren't for how it was presented in anime. Genshin is no different. With so many recipes pulling from different areas of the world, cultural dishes and tasty delicacies are heavily represented in the game. There are even specialties of each character when they cook, making cooking something of a collecting game as you try to unlock every tasty dish you can. But there's one problem. Why are there pine cones in my hash browns, hoyoverse? Some of these recipes are a tiny bit unhinged, and some of the ingredients we have are borderline useless depending on what you cook. Take coffee for example. We got coffee beans and Sumeru, and we could buy loads of them, hundreds at a time. And you would think that we would be able to make or even buy cups of coffee, right? No. Instead, at the time of writing this script, there is a total of 4 dishes in the game using coffee in them. Only one of which being from Sumeru, where coffee first appeared. Mind you, there are multiple cafes in Genshin. It isn't like coffee just doesn't exist in this world, because it seems NPCs can enjoy it without us. I guess Genshin just doesn't want us to make drinks. Maybe the traveler just doesn't like drinking things, but also it would kind of make sense. Oh wait! Let's just move on, shall we? Now, I will admit, as Genshin has gone, we've seen some improvements to the recipes over time. Instead of putting random plants in as quote-unquote flavorings, the developers have now added an ingredient, spice, and most of the dishes from Inazuma forward make sense. I mean, Inazuma has its sushi, its noodles, its soups, most if not all using appropriate ingredients. Sumeru has an incredible array of varied rices, soups, and desserts, still made with nice, good ingredients. Fontaine has a mixture of British and French food, which, interesting choice, hoyoverse, but nonetheless they all use ingredients appropriate for the dish. It's when we get into the early recipes of Liyue and Mondstadt that I start to have a little bit of trouble. Liyue has something around 4 or 5 purely mint-based recipes because they just randomly added them during an update. I'm assuming because at the time they had none using mint, but all of them? At one time? Like 5 recipes at once? Hoyoverse, why? Some recipes look normal until you think about it a little further though. For instance, let's circle back around to the Mondstadt hash browns, shall we? Upon first look, you could be deceived, you know? The illustration looks quite normal and it matches the expectation of what a hash brown looks like. Until you realize that this isn't a savory sauce, it's jam? And of the ingredients, one is a pine cone. Upon showing the preview of the script to my community, I was compelled by a hypothetical history where Mondstadters were descended from a long line of squirrels, thus eating pine cones in their human form. But such stories should be expected from the members of this channel who willingly pay me money every month, which you can too in order to join the Discord. Okay, sorry, ad over. It was just the perfect seg. I could not pass that up. I've seen so many justifications for this recipe. And you know, I can accept jam representing ketchup. After all, ketchup and similar sauces are basically a savory tomato jam. That's fine. Yes, I will accept that. What I will not accept is the theory of the pine cone representing oil. Okay, here are some other fried dishes, right? None of them have pine cones in them. Or are they just trace amounts of pine cone? But then, if it's just trace amount of pine cones in these, then that furthermore doesn't justify having the pine cone in the hash browns. Hoyoverse, what have you done? But these hash browns are only one of the more notable occurrences of this strange phenomenon. There's one single dish that disturbs me further as I think about it. A dish that everyone accepts openly. A dish that no one bats an eye to. The radish, veggie, soup. This is described as a radish-based soup with vegetables. It's supposed to be sweet and tart. You may assume this recipe, in addition to radish, to have carrot, onion, maybe potato, or mushrooms of some kind. Hell, you can see physical tomatoes in the illustration, and yet, when you go to make the soup, there are only 2 ingredients: radish and mint. Oh, you thought I was done with the fucking mint recipes? No. This soup, it is supposed to be sweet and tart. Mint. What is sweet and tart about mint? There are physical tomatoes in the picture. But Genshin Impact, the game nominated for Best Ongoing Game of 23, the game that has made over $3 billion, has chosen the garnish as one of the 2 main ingredients in this soup in order to make a radish toothpaste soup. Hi, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you enjoyed me and my personality, I don't know, to watch more of my content, I have so many videos like these. It's becoming my niche and I'm quickly devolving into madness as I have to script a video every week. But thank you for watching. I will see you again either in a stream or an upload. I appreciate you so much. Have a good day, I guess. Bye!